So for your final, you'll be programming this robot with these two tables. We've got 10 blocks located at the bottom, and we have the suction cup funky tool thing that we've been using all semester with the robot at least. So we've got a home location for the robot. Let me just go ahead and move him out of that home location. Alright, whatever. He's out of home location. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to pick up 5 blocks. We're going to load them onto table 1. When we press button 1 on the remote, when we press button 2, it'll move the blocks from table 1 to table 2. If we press button 1 again, it'll pick up the other 5 blocks and put them on table 1. And then once we press button 3, it will move the blocks from table 2 back to the bottom. And we're just going to kind of loop that process around and around. Make sure your simulation is running. We are in auto and your motors are enabled. And then we can have PP to main and then set play. When you see the robot goes home, that's the first step. Once I press button 1, it'll move down, pick up the pieces. Notice how when it's moving from piece to piece, it's slow, but when it's moving vertically, it is moving fast. Sorry, reverse that. When it's moving vertically, it's moving slow, and when it's moving piece to piece, it's moving fast. That is part of the final to get that granularity concerned. You notice we're putting pieces in the 4 corners, and then the 5th one goes on top. So now if I press button 2, we'll move those 5 pieces. It does not matter which order you move them in, as long as each piece goes to the same location on the second table. You'll notice that I did 1, 2, 5, 3, 4. Again, it really doesn't matter. I just kind of went left to right. And again, same control. Now, you also need to make sure that your robot doesn't actually hit one of the tables. Alright, and I do have a collision sensor set up, so if the robot does, for some odd reason, go into a table, it turns red. I will show you that in a minute. Alright, so we've got pieces on table 2, nothing on table 1, and parts at pickup. So if I press 1 again, we'll go down and we'll pick parts up again. Alright, and it's the exact same process as before. So we're just moving the pieces from location 1 to location 2. These tables are located the exact same distance from the center of the robot. I just rotated this one around the Z-axis right there to place that one. So basically anything you position you can reach on table 1, you should be able to reach on table 2. So now if I press button 3, we will unload table 2 back into a straight line on the ground. Alright, yeah. So these are circling, and I do have this program, so if there are pieces down here, this table wouldn't be able to unload to it. And where did that block go? Interesting. I'll have to look into that one. But anyway, so like if I would press 1 right now, we're not going to be able to load table 1 because there's already parts on it. So if I press 2 though, we can unload table 2 over here. Alright, so if you notice real quick that you saw that one piece hit that one, so I do need to fix that. Now, I just want to show you the red. If you tell the robot to go somewhere and it's going to crash, everything turns red. And if the simulation is running, you've pressed that start button at the top, it will pause the simulation. So if you press resume, everything will work fine until you uncrash the robot. So if you see this red going on, that's bad news. You need to fix your code. So the blocks shouldn't hit each other. The blocks should stay in their places. And this whole thing will loop for 10 button presses, not counting the original table load. So you should be able to go from, 1 to 2, ground to up, 2 to ground, 1 to 2, 1 to 2, ground up, 2 to ground, whatever. Alright, so that is your final. Good luck.